What do you do when the man you've learned to trust is the same man you're supposed to fear? This is the story of Maya Chen, a crime scene cleaner who thought she knew where the line was, until she found her sister's blood on the wrong side of it. In a dark warehouse, Maya, covered in a hazmat suit, scrubs blood from concrete. Her phone rings, unknown number. She ignores it. It rings again. Maya Chen ran the most discreet crime scene cleanup company in Chicago. Her rules were simple. Arrive fast, clean everything, ask nothing. It's how she built her reputation. It's also how she caught the attention of Dante Russo. She'd started the company after her sister Lily disappeared 3 years ago. The police gave up. Maya never did. Dante Russo was different from her other clients. While most paid her to erase evidence, he paid her to erase consequences. A bar fight that got too bloody. A break-in at one of his legitimate businesses. Always legal, always clean. And he always paid double. Their first meeting was 6 months ago. Maya arrived at an upscale restaurant after hours. Dante was there in an expensive suit, watching his staff clean up after a fight. "You're the cleaner everyone talks about," he said. "The ghost who makes problems disappear." "I clean crime scenes," Maya replied. "I won't make the evidence disappear," Dante nodded. "Good. That's not what I need. I need someone professional who understands discretion." Over 6 months, they developed an understanding. She'd arrive, he'd leave her alone, and she'd find an envelope with twice her rate when she finished. No small talk. No questions. Until the night everything changed. March 15th, 2:47 a.m. The call came in like all the others. A text from Dante's number. Warehouse. South Dock. Urgent. But when Maya arrived at the warehouse, something was different. She entered the standard scene blood spatter, signs of a struggle. She began documenting with her camera, as always. Then she saw it. A bracelet, silver with a jade charm. She dropped her camera. She had given Lily that bracelet for her 21st birthday, 6 months before she disappeared. The crime scene cleaner became a detective, and what she found made her blood run cold. She frantically processed the scene, finding the bracelet, a torn piece of fabric matching a shirt Lily owned, and drops of blood leading to a drain. She took samples, photographing everything with her personal phone. Maya faced an impossible choice. Call the police and possibly contaminate the only real lead she'd had in 3 years. Or call the one man who might have answers. Her voice shaking, she called Dante. "I need to see you. Now. And don't lie to me, because I will know." 1 hour later, in a 24-hour diner on the edge of Chicago, a crime scene cleaner and a mob boss sat across from each other, both knowing this conversation would change everything. Maya slid the bracelet across the table. "My sister, Lily Chen, 3 years ago. Was it you?" Dante's answer was firm. "No, that's your warehouse," she pressed. "And I'm telling you," he said, "I didn't kill your sister. I didn't even know she was dead." Then Dante said something that made Maya's world tilt on its axis. "But I know who did. And I've been looking for proof for 3 years. He pulled out his own folder. Newspaper clippings about Lily's disappearance. Private investigator reports. Photos. Your sister worked as a paralegal, right? At Morrison and Associates? Maya was stunned. How do you... Because Morrison was laundering money for the Volkov Bratva, the Russian mob. Your sister found evidence and was going to the FBI. She disappeared the night before her meeting. Maya stared at the man she'd been afraid of for 6 months and realized he'd been investigating her sister as murder the entire time. "Why?" she asked. "Why would you care about some paralegal?" "Because my brother was the FBI agent she was supposed to meet. Marco Russo." Dante's voice was heavy with loss. "He was killed in a mugging 2 days after she disappeared. The Volkovs killed them both and made it look like they'd never connected." He slid a photo across the table of his younger brother in FBI gear. "I've been bleeding them dry for 3 years, taking their businesses, their territory, their money, but I couldn't prove they killed Marco, until tonight when they used my warehouse to dump new evidence. They're setting me up, Maya, and they just gave us everything we needed. For the next 72 hours, a crime scene cleaner and a Mafia boss became unlikely allies. Maya had forensic skills. Dante had the access. Together, they built a case, working through late nights fueled by coffee and a building tension. The evidence told a brutal story. Lily had been killed in a Volkov safe house, but her body had been moved multiple times to throw off investigators. The blood at Dante's warehouse was fresh from another victim. The Volkovs were expanding their trafficking operation and cleaning up loose ends. Finally, they sat in Dante's car outside the FBI building. "Once we go in there, it's over," Maya said softly. "They'll want you too." "I know," Dante replied. "But Marco was my little brother, and your sister deserved better than being erased." But as they reached for the door, Maya's phone buzzed. It was security footage from the warehouse, and the killer's face was finally visible. Maya gasped. That's Detective Richardson. He was the lead investigator on Lily's case. He told me to give up, that she probably ran away. Dante's voice was grim. He's on the Volkov payroll. Has been for years. The cop who told Maya her sister was gone was the one who killed her. March 18th. The FBI raid on the Volkov organization was the largest in Chicago history. 14 arrests, including one decorated detective. The news was everywhere. Detective James Richardson was arrested this morning in connection with multiple murders and a money laundering operation. The evidence was irrefutable. Crime scene samples, financial records, and testimony from an unlikely source, Dante Russo, who'd been working with the FBI for the past 8 months. Maya was watching the news in her apartment when there was a knock on the door. It was Dante, but he was different, clean cut, no expensive suit, almost normal. "Witness protection," he explained. "New identity. Fresh start. I testified against everyone." "You gave up your entire life," Maya said. "I gave up a life I didn't choose," he corrected her. "My father's life." They stood in her doorway, the unspoken tension finally surfacing. "I start in Denver next month. New name, new job. They even got me into online college. Criminal justice, can you believe it? That's really far," she whispered. Dante smiled. "Yeah, unless you know anyone who might need a crime scene cleanup business in Colorado. Here the market's wide open." Maya Chen closed her Chicago office 3 months later. Her sister's case was officially solved. The killers were behind bars, and in Denver, a former mob boss and a crime scene cleaner started over. Together, their hands, side by side, both wearing cleaning gloves, scrubbed the floor of a new office. Chen and Associates, Crime Scene Restoration. Sometimes the people we're supposed to fear are the ones who save us. And sometimes cleaning up the past means you're finally ready for the future. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories.